So, over the past few weeks, I've been thinking about Luigi's Mansion, and a few myths that I've just thought, are these impossible or actually true? So, the first myth that I'm going to go over is, like, what happens if you only suck up one twin and not both? Because usually it shows it in, like, the Game Boy Horror, it shows the ghost you've got in the portraits. But what if you only get one and then leave the room? So I'm actually going to modify the game and get some AR codes to be able to walk through walls and unlock every single door possible in the game. As you can see, I've also got moon jump. So first off, let's see in the Game Boy Horror menu. As you can see, it is completely clear. I have not caught any ghosts yet. Leaving the door and then going back in, I will just do everything as normal. Opening the first box. And then the second box. As you can see, the door has locked, which usually at this point you wouldn't be able to leave until you've sucked up both of the twins. But I'm only going to suck up one of them. So look at that, he is going down, only the blue one. And as you can see, his health is now 0, and if we go into our Game Boy Horror menu, you will see that it is in fact not there at all. It is not counted. So yeah, just not there. Let's leave the room and see what happens if we do some other stuff. For example, the boss. Let's go to the second boss, and as you know what happens usually. Oh, in fact, no. I remember I couldn't do the second boss, it wouldn't work for some reason. But let's go to Bulossus instead. And as you can see, we've got the ice and right at Bulossus. But at the end of a boss, it will put all the ghosts you've got into actual portraits in Gadd's lab. So let's see if it will show the twins or not. I feel like it won't. And also, we've skipped the first boss, Chauncey, I believe it is. So let's see what also happens while skipping the first boss. So getting the key should bring us to Gadd's lab. Yep. There we go. So this normal process happens after each boss. Taking it there. And as you can see, Bulossus is there. But the other one, the twins, isn't there. So it has only counted 1, so the twins aren't there. Let's go back to the twins room and see if they will respawn or not. Because I've technically only caught one of them. The other one should be there, right? Common sense will tell you that it should be there. So again in the menu, only Bulossus. Not the twins. So let's just go into their room. Just walking through walls casually. Gonna open the door. And room is reset. It's still dark. So let's spin the thing again. And as you can see in the sped up footage, I tried forever and they would not spawn at all. So I feel like they are permanently gone. Alright, so our next myth is actually going to be what happens if we get a ghost and capture it from the next area and bring it back to the first area's boss. So this is like a second area boss, I believe? No, this is a third area boss, this one that we've just got, a portrait ghost. You know, there she is, Miss Petunia. Is that how you say it? Anyway, she's like an Area 3 boss, I believe, or Area 2, but it don't matter which one it is, because we are going back to Area 1's boss, Chauncey. So let's see what happens if we suck him up after getting one of the higher area bosses. And also, for some reason, it like messed with a lot of the physics of objects. As you can see, the ball is floating. I think that's just because of the mod I'm using, the AR code I'm using that allows me to walk through walls. Because look, the balls are just floating above. It made the boss fight kind of tough. Because I can't move in the air either, so I don't even know why, but... Haha, you get that. Chauncey's down. So let's see what happens if we collect the key from Chauncey's room and go back to Gadd's lab with the... Oh, what? We've spawned where Boolossus is. I've already defeated him in this save file, so I guess the game... Yeah, that's a weird side effect. But anyway, the chest is still here, and as you can see, we've only caught these 3. Let's see what happens when we go into the Portrificationiser or whatever it's called. I don't actually know, but anyway, let's see. Chauncey is there, and Miss Petunia is there. Okay. And obviously Boolossus was already done previously, when in the previous test. But there you go. Let's see what happens in the thing. So Area 1, Chauncey, and Area 3 is Miss Petunia. Okay. So it does just skip along to it in whatever order the areas are, so that's fine. That's a cool myth. Alright, on to our final myth, and what happens if we suck up the first boss, but don't collect its key and immediately go to another boss in the future? So, skipping Chauncey's key, as you can see, I'm on a fresh file and I've only sucked up the first 3 portrait ghosts, but let's just leave the room, and then let's just leave and go to Bogmire. Now, for some reason I had to disable my walk through walls mod because it wouldn't allow me to attack Bogmire for some reason, I don't know why. So I couldn't test this with Boolossus since I couldn't actually enable the cheat again to get to, you know, the fight, because I didn't have enough booze, and I tried to get booze, but everything was just really broken, so I don't even understand why. So I could only do it with the second boss. But with this area again, you see Chauncey is done, and obviously the other 2, and then yeah, Bogmire is there, and then yeah, the other 2 ghosts. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting actually, I did get a few other ghosts when trying to get booze, but the booze just despawned out of the room for absolutely no reason. So yeah, pretty glitchy side effects to all these. If you modify a game doing stuff you're not supposed to do, it'll have weird side effects. But anyway, now it should show probably the same as what the last test did, which is just put them all in the first area, then the next area, just put them on. Yeah, so it's the same outcome as the second myth test that we did. Now, I'll probably do another Luigi's Mansion video soon, so if you want to see more of that, why don't you subscribe and, you know, comment what other Mario stuff in general actually you want to see from me. Anyway, those myths were pretty cool. Let me know if you thought they were cool. And see you later.